me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
56, the mark, boy, 56, check 56. Here we go, G.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Mario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Miles Sanders.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And they'll run the option here with Hurts. A pitch back. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
47 to Mike, boy, 47.
Hurts toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they cannot punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that's the old bend but don't break approach. And they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he's standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down, Washington.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Mayfield's
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Geis. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The toss right to Geis. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
4th down.
And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Washington.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. Left side here to Sanders. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Mayfield. The throw taken in by Sims. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Big stop.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And all the way down to the 37. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check right. Watch it, let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted by Washington.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Mayfield on play action. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down.
It's third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Final play of the half. Mayfield slings this deep from McLaurin into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Another run here with Sanders, and he'll get about 3 as he takes his shot near the 25.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Man, they ain't got nothing.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can... To that, I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Hey.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Demario Davis, his 2nd sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. This is Geis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
It's Geis on the counter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
33-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go with Geis. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Yards. And the Washington first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Geis. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
To number 80.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. They'll try to run it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
I got you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
First down, this is Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. It seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Sanders.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one. Right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December,
of giving.
Right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Mayfield going for the deep ball. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
28-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Mayfield to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. 50-50.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Back to throw. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Tonight's finals, Washington 20.
Talking to roll up, that's a notch, reply, mama to the